Hey, it's Buddy Lee. Welcome to my channel. For this installment of the God Tier Synergy Team series, I'm going to be showing what I'm calling Fury's Wakanda team. And we're starting with Nick Fury, and then adding Black Panther and Jabari Panther. Then we'll be adding Killmonger and Black Panther Civil War to the Panther squad led by Fury. Now for the synergies, we have a 6% attack boost, and then this nice synergy giving 25% increased bleed damage from Black Panther Civil War. Then for Killmonger, he starts with 3 indestructible and counterpunch charges, and for Black Panther Civil War, who's the worst on this team, he gets some help with this synergy, giving him a 30% fury buff on well-timed blocks, making him usable. Jabari has an amazing synergy for all of the Panthers. For herself, she gets 2 cleanse charges instead of 1, allowing her to purify multiple debuffs at a time. Then for Black Panther and Black Panther Civil War, critical hits have an 80% chance to place a bleed, so now Civil War has bleeds on his basics, and OG Black Panther's already crazy bleed damage is enhanced. And finally, Killmonger gets a precision buff for plus 700 critical rating on well-timed blocks. Black Panther has a synergy with Killmonger, giving True Strike for 10 seconds when intercepting. This bypasses armor, resistances, evade, and auto block, which is pretty cool. And then for Killmonger, he can activate his huge SP3 bleeds twice per fight, which is amazing for his damage potential. Fury gives his normal attack bonus to hero champs, and then he also has a synergy with Black Panther, doubling critical rating for 10 seconds to start the fight. So the big strength of this team is going to be the bleed damage, and we are going to be using this team on a do you bleed path to show that off, but we also have several evade, miss, and auto block counters. We have a debuff counter with Jabari and ability accuracy reduction with OG Black Panther. So this path has paradox specials, so you gain a paradox each time either champ throws a special, and you remove them with intercepts. The defender has extra power gain when I have less than 3 paradox charges, and then we have do you bleed and aggressive as well. We'll start out with Killmonger, and mine is a 5-star rank 4. Right off the bat, we get hit and use our indestructible charges, taking no damage. So we're going to get to 15 bleeds before throwing SP3 to do our big damage. We have our 15 bleeds, so let's throw that SP3. So that was nice bleed damage, and you can see we're now in the 30s after applying the SP3 bleeds, so one more SP3 is going to be big time overkill to finish the fight. On the way there, we're going to need to intercept and keep the paradox charges down. Over 26,000 bleed damage per tick, and the health couldn't disappear fast enough. Now let's go with Jabari to take down Green Goblin. So I need to draw out some specials to get over 3 paradox charges, and also build up my Huntress charges by landing attacks during stuns on the way to Jabari's SP3. I bait this last special because I want Green Goblin with low power before I throw the SP3 so I can land as many hits as possible during the long stun that will follow. So I landed all these bleeds and left Green Goblin's power just low enough to be able to double my bleeds with heavy and not push him to SP3. This is going to close out the show. Now I'm going to use OG Black Panther, and I chose him for this fight because his ability accuracy reduction is going to prevent Cap's glancing ability. This seems like a good time to enter Panther's Might with SP1, and from here the bleeds are going to be flowing in like crazy. We intercept with SP2 and we're getting the extra bleeds from the Jabari synergy, making the health melt away. So we have to use everyone on the team, so Black Panther Civil War is going to go against this Stock Ock. Now this is the first of my synergy teams where one champ isn't amazing, but let's see how much he's helped with this team. Oh, and he's also a 5-star rank 4. So normally he wouldn't work well at all for a DU bleed node since he only bleeds off of SP1, but the Jabari synergy is letting him place bleeds off basic attacks if they crit, allowing him a little more viability here. So Black Panther Civil War gave a good effort, but he's lagging behind the rest of the team still. However, I think he's still valuable with the synergies that he provides rest, especially the 25% increased bleed damage. We'll finish him off here with Nick. Now we have the Overseer, and this is a great opportunity for Killmonger to show off his auto block counter from True Strike that you get when punishing special attacks. This works perfectly against Overseer as we get the True Strike from the first hit countering the special, and then we cancel out the auto block and can land full combos. I did lose track of the paradox charges here and take some damage for going past 8. Now we have to get above 3 again. What's really nice about being able to use SP3 bleeds twice per fight is that they add on to each other, so you can throw the first one right when you get to 15 bleeds instead of trying to build it up super high and then throwing it. Then the second one is super powerful. These bleeds are going to take down about 200k health here, and they still have half the duration left on them. Let's get Nick Fury in there now. And we all know how good he is already. He doesn't actually have many synergies for him on this team, but he will get the extra 25% bleed damage. So I don't really play too well here, but the beauty of using Nick Fury is that you can play him in his first life, and if you mess up, he comes back with the Fury in his second life. I go ahead and use SP1, and now I have 8 tactical charges, and I won't miss if Mysterio uses his SP2. So we've cleared the whole path, and now it's time to choose a boss. I'm gonna go with Stealth Spider-Man for this one, and I'm gonna use OG Black Panther. Stealthy has evasive maneuvers, giving him an evade charge after being knocked down, and then foresight and tenacity. We're going to be able to use the synergy with Killmonger to counter the evades with True Strike, and the reduced ability accuracy from Black Panther should let us land a few more bleeds than otherwise because of the tenacity. So once I land an intercept, I'll be able to get the True Strike and then counter evade as long as it's up. It's not a perfect counter, but I can use it to allow me to enact my game plan. I go for the SP1 intercept here, which activates True Strike and enters Panther's Might, so now I should be able to get a few more of these bleeds to stick. We get a nice SP2 intercept here, and because of foresight, the crits are extra juicy. And then one more SP2 intercept and the fight is done. Even though many of our bleeds didn't stick, Black Panther still had really nice damage here and was able to play around the nodes with True Strike. So if you need a team of awesome champions that can dish out bleed with the best of them, this is a great team, as well as the evade counters here and some more utility as well. Well, that's it for this video. If you liked it, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.